said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yo, what's going on, people? How you doing? Listen, back with another video, but we need to talk about this because it's beginning. I'm calling it the soft launch agenda haterade, yeah? That's what's happening right now. The first thing I need you to do, though, before anything, is hit the like button. Hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe button. This is the only way we're taking this channel to where it needs to get to. So I really appreciate that. But I want to get your takes. Rivals, ops, get involved as well. Am I overthinking this one or am I right on the money right now? The agenda's starting. It's starting. It's just starting. When Man United sign a player or link to a player or talking about a player, there's no benefit of the doubt. It just, are they good enough? Are they Man United players? You know, none of this stuff of, you know, coming from a foreign league, none of that raises itself as a conversation. It's just straight quality. Like the Rant is, the player that's just coming in, I think wicked. Hey, I'm hearing great things in it. Is he Premier League proven? We're yet to find out, yet to see. But again, it's everyone getting crazy. Everyone's getting mad. When we sign a player, or when we even link to a player, players that were rated once before, like if Arsenal signed Cunha, different sound. Man City signed Cunha, different sound. There'll be none of this, the league that, the team that they're from, or none of that. But when it's us, all of a sudden, everything's up for discussion. Heavy discussion as well. Not, I think he's going to make them way better. Let's just play what Simon Jordan and Danny Murphy are saying. Let's go.
Purchases. Do these, I mean, I know I'm guilty of falling into a trap that all of us fall into. Do these feel like Manchester United signings?
Well, if you buy...
It's a good question.
When did Fergie buy players from Brentford or Wolves, I suppose you could ask? Yeah. Well, he did, same.
And you know what's crazy? So straight away, that's the first part. Are these Man United signings? Are these players that Man United should be getting for? Wait a minute. We're talking about two players, yeah? The stats are crazy. Let's start with, where are we going to start with? Let's start with Bryan Mbeumo. Looking at the screen right now, 20 goals, 9 assists in all competitions. That's Bryan Mbeumo. Now we're going to go and look at Matheus Cunha. His situation is 17 goals in all comps, 6 assists. Like, I think it's a stupid question, personally. And then you talk about signing players from in lower situations. Well, he's going to carry on and mention the Spurs players that we bought in that were beneath Man United. What about talking about Roy Keane? What was his situation when we took him from Forest? What about look at the group of players, Eric Cantona and the situation he was in. Like, it's mad because that doesn't matter. So for these guys, it's like, as long as we can start the agenda and start piling on, shitting on the players, job done. I'll carry on though. Let's keep it playing.
He always went and bought Tottenham's best players, didn't he, generally?
Well,
Berbatov,
yeah,
Carrick, all those types. But I think Rio Ferdinand from Leeds.
Yeah, but Leeds were
flying at the time.
weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I think in
These don't. With due respect to these players, they're good players. These don't tell me that these are top 4 players.
What does that even mean? How do you get 2 players low in the league at struggling clubs or clubs that are not expected? Where in the world is Mbeumo expected to get 20 Premier League goals? Where? How? It's Brentford, for crying out loud. Now he's going to go and join players. Well, he's going to make us better. We haven't got anyone that scored 20 Premier League goals. Man United do not have that and haven't had that in a long time. I'm talking in the era of Rashi. I don't know, how many has Bruno ever got in the Premier League? Gotta check that. I can't bother to check that right now. But I'm telling you, I know people are not hitting 20 Premier League goals. So it's a mad notion to now go along and say, are they top 4 players? Can they do it? This, that, and the other. It's literally, it starts slow and the avalanche starts. Now you're going to get into Cunha's so-called lack of discipline. And actually, let's go and check Cunha's yellow cards and everything in his career. Look, Cunha's 3 yellows. 3 yellows. 1 red in the FA Cup. That's it. That's it. Actually going on, it's crazy. I want the whole thing though, overall. Let me go and see what it is overall. How many yellows has he got in his career? So altogether in how many games? In 271 games, yeah? 42 yellows, 1 red. 271 games, yeah? But it doesn't matter. Attitude problems. Yeah, just one of those players, this, that, and the other. They're going to do this. Bundesliga, the numbers are good. It's a good player. Like, this is actually a good player. But it has to happen with Man United. They have to carry on the agenda. Then after, is he good enough for Man United? Why is someone going to Man United? Which one is it? Is he good enough, or is Man United so good, like, we can attract all players? Because as soon as we're getting for a player, the line is, oh, well, they're throwing money at it. Like the new one today, 250. 250K. That's what he wants to pay. That's what he wants a week. Where have you got that from? Where's this news coming from? Is coping tactics, or it's just disparaging? These people feel the need to, it's a way to just shit on the club. You almost praise us and shit on us with the same brush. Not good enough for Man United, but Man United are not good enough to attract good players. Wait, hold on, what? What's going on right now? Man United can only attract players with a lot of money. That's not the case, because the pool, the lure is still there. It's still Manchester United. I need people to get this through their heads. It is still Manchester United. That's what's going on. When you're talking and saying all these statements, you have to understand we're talking about one of the biggest club in world football. Real Madrid, Manchester United. Now, has Man United fallen off? Absolutely. But let's never forget, we can...
We're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about. And you know why you're talking about Man United? Because the clicks. We are the club that people care about. We are the club that gets the attention. We are the club that everyone wants to hate on. It's that simple. And my thing is just try and be fair with the breakdowns and stuff. As soon as we try to sign anyone, we could only bring people here because we're going to overpay them. What if the player really wants to play for the club? What if it's that? What if he happens to be a Man United fan? What if Fabrizio Romano comes out and says, listen, he just kind of wants a normal salary, like competitive what other players are getting? Man United understand the risk of putting a player on a ridiculous wage, because guess what? We're trying to get rid of players like the likes of Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Anthony. They're good players, but people don't want to pick them up because of their salaries. Man United can't snooker themselves again. They're not going to bring in a new player to put themselves into a position where they're unsellable assets. We're not doing that. That is the Woodward era. That's the old school era. That's Man United of the past. Man United, and don't get twisted, there might be a player that could earn that after wonderful, like just being great. But I don't even know if Man United are going to take those kind of risks again. Now, there might be some reward-based incentives to go and hit like some exorbitant numbers. But let's just be real, man. People are now saying, why are we not in PR? Like, what's that, PRS problems and stuff like that, sustainability and all this other stuff. Are you, like... We're talking about Man United. I hear Sir Jim has gone out there and said we're broke. Sir Jim, I now start to believe that Sir Jim's done that because he just wants to sack people. I think there's money there. Not a crazy amount, but I think there's money there. Yeah, because we're able to bring these players, but we're getting rid of some players. Players will be off the books. We've got rid of players that contracts have expired. You're talking about Lindelof's contract, no longer there. You're talking about Eriksen's contract, no longer there. Like, there is space, salary cap. We have money, yeah? I think it's always the soft launch. Soft launch and critique. I was never having Mbeumo in the first place. Yeah, one season wonder, this, that, and the other. What about other players? when Liam Delap goes, is he a one-season wonder? Or is it, great player that fought relegation? And the narrative is just different. It's always different with United. Anyway, people, let me know what you think. Am I holding on? Am I just being too sensitive? Or have I got a point here? Let me know. Give me your opinion in the chat, and I'll come back and forth with you lot in the chat as well. So big up. Yeah, and I'm out. Hit like button, hit the subscribe button, road to 50K. We're going to get there someday. Peace.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.